Welcome back to the Sharehouse.
Today we watched Murder Mystery.
Nick, he's smoking his dick.
To see if it still holds up.
Let's jump into the sandpit.
Here's the plot of Murder Mystery in 30 seconds.
Murder Mystery is a 2019 comedy mystery film starring Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, who play a perfectly normal couple on a perfectly normal holiday. Or is it? They quickly become entangled into the assassination of a billionaire. Throughout this elaborate mystery plot, they are able to duck, cover, and shoot themselves to safety and come out as stronger, more loving partners. This powerhouse of cinema currently holds a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. 45% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 6.0 on IMDb. And I'm sure unlimited amounts of streams on Netflix, but they're yet to release that data.
Well said, Joel Harris.
Thank you.
Now on to our game of Sandpit Bingo.
Let's go.
Here are our bingo squares that we got this week. It was a quiet week for me, Joel Harris. I'll be very honest with you. It was a sad week for me. But we will now quickly rapid fire our bingo balls and then discuss the key moments. So I had a Jackie Sandler small cameo. I had fat shaming, and I think I had 3/4 shorts. The shorts went over the knee. I'm willing to dispute this though. What do you think?
I don't think. I also had 3/4 pants.
Okay.
And I did not mark it down because I Google searched 3/4 pants and they're very pronounced. Like they're very much stand out. Or I think he was just wearing cargo pants most of the film.
Fair. Then in this case, I don't have bingo. Joel, what are your squares?
Okay, on my bingo card, I had right off the bat Hot Wife. I had Polo shirt. I had Jackie Sandler small cameo as well. And then towards the end of the film, I got fight scene, which did win me bingo this week. Only just.
I had fight scene on mine, but I mustn't have picked up on it. I did.
Wow.
I don't think I picked up on that.
Because I had fat shaming and I didn't pick up on that either.
Well, let's get into it.
That's crazy.
So fat shaming happens right out the gate when this guy's talking about how he's gone through. This is literally the first scene of the film.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, I've gone to my doctor. And he says, I've got heart problems. Like, and then Adam Sandler responds straight away with, you could have looked in the mirror and told yourself that.
I have a heart problem. Wouldn't a mirror tell you the same thing?
Out the gate, fat shaming.
Oh my god. Well, then I guess I've got another one. Didn't get me another bingo, but that's a lot of fun.
So maybe I had it with the fight scene, but hey, if we didn't get him in the moment, they don't count. Let's go through our bingo points.
So right off the bat, I had Hot Wife. About 5 minutes in, we see Adam Sandler sit right down next to Jennifer Aniston. We're like, well, he cast himself another Hot Wife. That's amazing.
There is no hotter of wives than Jennifer Aniston, the most iconically beautiful woman. I must say, their chemistry on film is always enjoyable.
Yeah, it was very fun to watch them work together. It was very nice.
They're very good at playing a normal couple despite being probably billionaires in total net worth.
Yeah, they're trying to play civilians as like a hairdresser and like a cop.
I believed it. I really did.
I know, watching Adam Sandler pretend to have like a tight budget, it's like, oh, I don't want to buy this expensive stuff. It's like, who are you playing right now?
Yeah.
Let's go into 50.
My favorite was we had the Jackie Sandler cameo.
Yeah.
Almost stretched out to be more than a cameo. This movie, she not only had more than 2 scenes, but she interacted with Adam. This is a huge breakout for Jackie Sandler.
I didn't know that it was that huge, but
she was talking to him. Yeah, in the plane, right? They had a full conversation.
Do they expire?
Sir, you would have needed to request that in advance.
I'm yet in my Adam Sandler repertoire to know how far a Jackie Sandler cameo goes.
Yeah, well, if you remember Grown Ups, Jackie Sandler, or you don't, it's because it was a split second. She was someone's wife that I think had a mumble of a word at one stage.
Did you seriously just take your daughter's cannoli?
But yeah, Adam rocked up with his movie wife, Jennifer Aniston, was basically like, hey, Jackie Sandler, my wife, this is my beautiful fake wife that I have on this plane right now.
So rough. But hey, I can't argue with the chemistry that Jennifer and Adam have. I can't argue.
Sorry, Jackie, step aside.
They were my bingo points, seeing as 3/4 pants aren't in it. What else did you have, sir?
So I also had Polo shirt, which as soon as they're boarding the plane and like most of the rest of the film, he's just in a beautiful little Polo shirt like I'm wearing right now today.
I missed it.
You can afford it, of course. With my raise this year.
Yeah, it's so funny. He's just got such a style that he reps every movie.
Good eye, sir.
Third, I also had the Jackie Sandler cameo. And then fourth, the fight scene I had.
Yeah, speak to me on this.
It was right at the end where they find out that the race car driver is also in on the murders.
Oh, when the cop spear tackles him down the stairs.
Yeah, and they roll down the stairs, and I would have left it at that.
Throws an elbow.
But yeah, throws an elbow, throws a punch. It's like, this is a fight scene.
God damn it, that is a fight scene. No, I didn't.
Because I get why you didn't do it at all for the rest of the movie, because the rest of the movie is just like singular gunshots or it's like a chase. There's very little action here.
Yeah.
There's just people running and like murder happening immediately. There's no like punch-ons or anything except for that moment.
You bastard. Hey, well played. Let's get into
Bingo,
highlights.
baby, let's go.
Let's get into highlights and lowlights.
I know we touched on this a bit just now, but I can't deny a highlight for me, just watching Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Like both having had powerhouse careers, now coming together and hanging out on this fun Netflix movie. I know there's going to be haters of this movie, but like it's a fun time.
Yeah.
It's like not nearly as bad as other Netflix movies, or the other Netflix movie the same director directed a few years ago. Just Game Over Man, which I really didn't like.
This is super solid. They complement each other so well without overshadowing each other.
Yeah.
They really did come across as an everyday couple, despite them being them, which is shocking to me. I also loved seeing Adam Sandler have a best friend that wasn't Kevin James, David Spade, Chris Rock, or Rob Schneider. Just having a new actor that I haven't seen before on screen. It was fun to see that dynamic play out. Although limited, it was still fun to see a new person in Adam Sandler giving new opportunities.
You have hit your ceiling and just give up.
The running joke of Adam Sandler being cheap, very relatable. It wore on me after a while, after probably the 30th mention of it. But it was funny. It was like, he's a bit of a schmuck of a guy. Adam Sandler has this ability to play such a likable douchebag.
Yeah.
Like, you still love him, but it's like, gosh, he's just such a prick.
Yeah, but I think the movie plays up that as well.
Yeah.
Like when they fly over and then they see the bus they're meant to be going on and how awful that bus would have been. It's like, it's so funny.
I know you hear me.
Because you don't normally see Adam Sandler, like a dude worried about money in a film.
True.
Like, I mean, like Grown Ups, the last Sandpit video we made, go watch that video. He's this Hollywood agent with all the money in the world.
And again, it strikes in the same thing we spoke about in Grown Ups. Adam Sandler's films are very good at being very relatable.
Yeah.
No matter what character he plays, most of the time it's just Adam Sandler having a different name. But it is very relatable stuff that he does. And I could relate to a lot of it. And, which I enjoyed.
To segue into a low light from that, though, I think at some points it was overly just a bit like, it was a bit cringe. It was like, this is too embarrassing. I can't watch. Like when he loses his shit overseeing that famous movie star.
Oh my God!
I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. I was Jennifer Aniston in that moment. I'm like, shut up, Adam, please.
This is incredible. I'm a massive fan of yours. Like,
and it was so real. Like, that's exactly how the normies would react to a celebrity.
I know. He degraded himself to someone like kissing his shoes on the sidewalk in New York.
My lowlights happened in the form of just some of the jokes missed the mark in that they just weren't subtle and they weren't the normal, usual charm of an Adam Sandler joke. For example, early on in the movie around 12:20, Adam Sandler says,
Sometimes I'm the king, sometimes I'm daddy.
and it was just such a that doesn't seem like a thing Adam Sandler would say even in that character. It was weird.
It felt very censored because the jokes weren't like overly crude. They were just weird.
Yeah.
And it kind of leads it. I had that low light as well. As, you know, where he's like, his dick fell or his dick got shot off or blown up.
That was in my low light as well.
And it's just like, this isn't like funny. This is so kind of childlike, and I don't know who's laughing at this. No one in the film is laughing at it either. It's almost like it's played to be awkward.
And his dick? Did he lose his dick?
Honey, what?
Yeah, I don't think any of the comedy is really in the dialogue in this one. A lot of it is like visual or like the way characters are moving around. Like, I don't think any of the dialogue really hit. Even just the dialogue in general, I thought was really average.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think that sometimes the blend between comedy and the action-packed murder mystery didn't quite blend well.
Yeah.
But then, that being said, a highlight for me was it was a very, very funny and interesting take, having such normal people narrate what is such a tense drama that would normally be a soap opera-esque drama, but then you get to hear the thoughts of a normal civilian that we'd be thinking on the couch. I thought that was a really smart play.
Yeah. It's
Probably
like,
not done to the best of its ability, but I thought it was a really smart idea.
it's like how Knives Out keeps it to like this rich family and they're all pretty intellectual, where this one is like kind of gives you a Knives Out mystery, but then throws two like obnoxious civilians
Yeah.
in.
I
Like
thought that
even
could've been-
Jennifer
yeah.
Aniston, like talking about how nice everything is. I'm like, God, you are running your mouth.
Oh, baby. This is like a paint?
No, it's
It
nice.
just doesn't look real.
A gripe I had as well with that was that I just felt like they hammed up a little bit too much that these were just such generic idiots.
Yeah.
Give them a bit more credit. The characters, give them a bit more credit.
But then
than
again,
that.
he does find a dead body and then takes off his clothes and puts them on himself.
That
That's
was
pretty
such a
stupid.
weird moment, just a weird plot element. It's like, there's gonna be suits in this house. Why are you gonna take
Yeah,
it from
why
a dead
just
body?
go to the dude's
when
wardrobe?
you're a suspected murderer? Oh, man.
I already know what I want to wear.
What?
As I watched this, I started to note down, more often than not, this big pharma subplot going on. I don't know if you clocked this.
Big Pharma.
It starts with Adam Sandler buying the wrong brand of allergy medication for his wife.
Yeah.
And she says, no, Allegra doesn't work for me. Claritine's the way to go. And that starts to happen more often than not. And we keep getting mentions of Claritine being good, Allegra being bad.
Baby, that's Allegra. You said you packed Claritin.
That's the same thing.
No, honey, Allegra doesn't work for me.
And my brain goes, is this movie just a big advertisement for Big Pharma Claritine trying to shit on Allegra? Because I left this movie going, yeah, if I got the sneezies coming back, I'm going Claritine. I'm not going Allegra. They just kept shitting on it.
That's,
And
yeah.
Is that too conspiratorial of me?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, I wasn't too sharp while I was watching this, I'll be real. And I just saw, oh yeah, they're just using it as a plot point so they can, like, find the murderer. Like, they just use that differentiation. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, of course that's what they're doing.
It was a big plot device.
Claritine good. I mean, Allegra, in every instance, they were like, yeah, it doesn't work. Even the other character who was married to the old rich man, she was even like, yeah, no, don't
That
miss
doesn't
me
work
with
for
that.
me.
Would you like some Allegra?
I doubt that would be useful.
I know. It doesn't work.
That's in that billionaire status money. They got the real drugs.
Yeah, they can afford all the Claritine they want.
That was one I was like, okay, I know who's funding this film. And that leads me into something else. I think we need to add a new bingo square.
Really?
Obvious product placement.
I would be happy to add that bingo square. Hey, catch that in the description and you can write up your own bingo card for what movie is revealed next at the end of this video.
Absolutely. Another bingo square. This one's kind of fun. Adam Sandler always manages to insert the name Eric Lamansoff into every movie. He did it with Grown Ups. He named Kevin James's character after him. Turns out Lamansoff is just a friend of Adam Sandler's from childhood, and he manages to try and throw it
Whoa.
into as many movies as possible.
Does he do it here?
Yeah, he does.
Who's Lamansoff? His cop friend? Or?
He just mentions him.
Eric Lamansoff has a boat.
But it's very funny. It's just a funny little Sandler world tidbit that I think we should add. Something that made me chuckle way too much was the biggest comedy trope that's been running since the 2000s. Foreign guy no speak English good.
Oh my god.
Yes. Finish line.
The race car driver, it just got me every time.
But it's funny how they play it, because usually they just do it for real and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
this person doesn't speak English well.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, he was playing them.
And
he was
that made
playing
me
on
s-
their racist tropes.
Truthfully, it made me sad. I was like, I just wished he couldn't speak English. It's so much funnier.
No, I think because of that Juan
Mm-hmm.
Carlo, just the way his character shifted after that reveal was so funny to me. Like
Yeah.
the way he's like in the car, like,
Yeah.
just like smiling super
Yeah.
widely. I'm like, that's so funny.
I go fast.
A final low light I'll have, it was just, there's too many characters in this film. I understand murder mysteries have to have a lot of characters, have to have a lot of suspects. I just thought there were too many characters, and then you had the police officer, and the world was just a little bit far-reaching. And I'm going to say it, even though I said at the start it was a highlight that I didn't have Kevin James a part of it as Adam Sandler's best friend, I wouldn't have minded a couple of regular faces.
Oh, maybe it's those regular faces that are making you think the cast is too big. Because Grown Ups probably had more cast, but you just recognize them all.
True.
Where this one, you had to learn a bunch.
True.
Where
Maybe that's my simpleton brain. Me no see Rob Schneider, me sad.
I see what you mean though, but I think because they were killing them so quickly as well, and we stayed mostly on Adam and Jennifer, that yeah, I think it was all right.
My final low light was that the Maharaja's character, there's just so many actors that could have done that role better.
You didn't like the casting on that one, huh?
Nah, I just found him a bit cringy.
Yo, that was hilarious. With all the bowing and shit.
It was just obviously a dude trying to play that style of person, but just not knowing that style of person. I just think there's so many people that could have done it better.
Yeah.
I can't list them off by the top of my head, but I just thought it was a poor performance.
It's interesting that they didn't get big names in a lot of those roles. Like when the big billionaire was revealed, I was like, oh, this is going to be like an Anthony Hopkins or someone like that. Then it's a dude that I'd never recognized before.
You haven't seen him in Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy?
I have not seen that, no.
Oh, culture yourself, my brother.
But no, in conclusion, I had a good time with Murder Mystery. I thought it was fine.
Yep.
I wasn't like overly stimulated by anything. I mean, a few things were underwhelming, but not enough to be like a bad time.
Would you rewatch it?
Not by myself.
You wouldn't recommend it to a Sharehouse viewing party?
I feel like Knives Out would be a better recommend to a Sharehouse viewing party. To be fair, I'm not sure I would. I'm not saying there's a bad film. It's just definitely not my first choice.
I thought it was a bit of a flatliner to me. In the realm of Adam Sandler films, this isn't the one I'd reach out to watch again. I think I've hit my quota. I think I've watched it about twice now, and I think I'm pretty happy with twice. So I hope we don't pull out Murder Mystery 2 next. And I would not recommend people to watch this because I think it's a real background film where you'd probably just talk over it and then end up eating.
Yeah.
It really didn't captivate me that much. Should we get into
Fair
final
enough.
ratings?
Yes, I'd give it a straight 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10,
Real
very strong.
average film. Average.
It is. It's not his best work. Like, it's very similar like The Do-Over or something like that. I'm going to say, and this is wild coming from me.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
4.5, huh?
4.5.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Okay.
4.5 out of 10. 4.5 clean.
One of the lowest ratings I've ever heard you say about anything.
I know, and normally I'd give Adam Sandler just the gold. Maybe it's just how I'm feeling today.
Fair enough.
But I think this movie was just okay. I just don't think it had the magic and charisma of other Adam Sandler films. I think this one was a little bit more Netflixified. I think it quite had the grit that other films do.
Definitely has that look. Definitely has just like that. It's a bit too clean look. Jennifer Aniston looks a bit too good look.
Yeah. And so 4.5.
Anyway, well, would you like to grab the hat on your right there and pick out the next Sandpit movie?
There's no hat here.
This is a Mikey D branded hat if you want to buy one.
You can't.
Really? You're out?
Well, no, I just haven't put them online yet. Make sure to leave your reviews out of 10 down below as well.
Please.
And you can watch this along with us. We'll review these sporadically, but make sure you watch it before we release the next episode. Come on. Here we go.
Do your own bingo card. Link in description.
Big moment, big moment, big moment. Oh, God. Oh, God.
You got it? You got it?
God. Funny People 2009. No! Funny People 2009.
2009 classic.
I remember this sucking. But I remember watching this as a kid in 2009. So maybe as an adult, I'll find this a bit funnier.
Oh, my God.
We'll see. Hey, and this is what it's all about, you know? We do this for you.
I'm not sure I've seen it, so this is going to be new and fun.
I don't remember it.
Oh,
I think
dear.
Seth Rogen's in it. That's fun.
Well, I guess we'll see. Hey, thank you for watching.
Till next time, huh?
Make sure to tell someone you love them today.
I'm so sad. Bye.
Bye.